Okay, so here we go. It's actually pretty good for how clean this is, but like every other powder protein drink, there is that gritty taste. I have noticed that the grittiness usually comes from, at least in most vegan formulas, like from the rice protein powder or from like the pea protein powder. I'm gonna have to look at the ingredients again. I believe they have at least one of those type of protein sources, and maybe that's where the grittiness is coming from. Okay, so I am gonna look at the package right here and go through the ingredients list. Yep, as I predicted, there's yellow pea protein, organic whole grain brown rice protein, organic sancha inchi. I don't know if I pronounced that right. There's organic amaranth. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of the words here. Amaranth, I believe, is an ancient grain, and then there's organic quinoa. So, from my personal experience and from my taste buds, I think what's creating the grittiness is the pea protein and the brown rice protein. I'm not really a fan of those two in terms of like texture and flavor, but they're pretty clean vegan-based protein powders. So I really, really like this actually. The more I drink it, the more it just kind of grows on you. Okay, so this is a 240 calorie meal. There is 7 grams of MCT oils and omega healthy fats. So MCT is medium chain triglycerides. It's what you find in coconut oil, virgin coconut oil, and it's good for your brain. There's 7 grams of fiber. There's 25 grams of protein and 26 essential vitamins and minerals. Pretty much empty now. Okay, I'm gonna go down the list even more. Let's see, the omega EFA and fiber blend is organic pure whole grain oat, organic acacia gum, chia, and flax. Antioxidant / superfood blend is organic coconut flower nectar. Flower is in like, you know, the bud flower. Acai berry, organic macuy berry. And again, I apologize if I mispronounce any of that. Camu berry, 100% organic strawberry, 100% organic tart cherry, 100 organic blackberry, organic blueberry, and 100% organic raspberry. Okay, next is the adaptogen blend, which is my favorite. Adaptogens are basically like herbs and superfruits that help you adapt to stress responses. As the name implies, it helps you adapt to all the stressors in your life, which is really important for someone like me. I have chronic neuralgia, chronic insomnia, both onset and maintenance insomnia. So I have a lot of stress in my life, and I really need something that just makes me more resilient. So here's the adaptogen blend. There's maca root. Maca is essential for like the maintenance of female hormones. I actually used to use a supplement all the time to regulate my period because I have PCOS. So I'm doing all this on the top of my head. I'm going to put some notes in the captions if I accidentally give the wrong information verbally. Usually in the description of a lot of my videos. One of my disabilities is actually memory. I have major memory impairment. So no matter how much I research something, like I'll have a general picture of what I read, but I can't remember word for word or the details of it. So just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna add captions or in the description box any specifics that I need to revise or update or I can't think of the right word, but you know what I mean. Just basically, if I said anything wrong, look in the description box or the captions. That's where I make my corrections. Okay, let's go through the adaptogen blend again. So as I was saying, Adaptogens tend to be herbs or like superfoods. I actually said superfruits. I meant superfood. Mushrooms. So I was saying before that maca is great for balancing your female hormones. I used to take a maca supplement to regulate my period. Sometimes I still do because I have PCOS and my periods like really skip. If I don't take maca and if I don't take birth control, I tend to get my period like once a year, which is not good. My doctor has told me that generally the rule of thumb is if you miss your period more than 3 months, that's when it can get a little dangerous. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't remember the details of why she said that, but that was the guideline she gave me, that you want to have at least a period, at the minimum, you want to have your period once every 3 months. Ideally, obviously, once a month. Okay, so I keep losing my footage, so I don't remember what was the last thing I said, but let's go down through the mushrooms in the adaptogen blend. So there's shiitake mushrooms, maitake mushrooms, reishi mushrooms, and cordyceps mushrooms. They're all of organic source. There's ginger root, which obviously is not a mushroom, but that's within the adaptogen blend. Now, remember, I'm saying all this, like the ingredients and what I can recall the benefits of these ingredients on the top of my head. If you want, you can do your own research for the individual ingredients. But as far as I can say on the top of my head, I know is that shiitake mushrooms, for example, is food grade. My mom used to use it in stir fries all the time. And in reishi mushrooms, my mom used to say it's good for longevity and just for overall well-being, general health. Unfortunately, I don't know what cordyceps do. I know that just in general, people recommend mushrooms because it offers nutrients that aren't really common in everyone's daily diet. But yeah, like I said, there's been a lot of hype about mushrooms. I think mostly the hype around mushrooms is for stress response. So they help you become more resilient towards stress. Doesn't mean that you can have a buttload of stress and you just be immune to it. No, stress is still bad for you, but it probably helps make you more flexible in how you manage your stress. Super greens, vegetable blends. There's beets, there's carrots, there's spinach, there's broccoli, there's tomato, there's kale, there's cabbage, there's parsley leaf, Brussels sprouts, green pepper, cucumber, celery, cauliflower, green onion, asparagus, chlorella. Chlorella is like this, it's like chlorophyll. It's like this very green. When you drink chlorella juice, it's a very green kind of drink. And then probiotic, prebiotic blend, you got inulin, and they got lactobacillus rhamnosus, lactobacillus acidophilus, which is common in yogurt. And in your digestive enzyme blend, we got amylase, protease, cellulase, lactase, and lipase. Lipase helps break down fats, if I can remember. Amylase helps break down sugars. Lactase helps break down. Yeah, so I give it a lot of props, thumbs up, for it being more palatable than a lot of vegan-based protein or meal replacement drinks out there. With just ice and non-dairy based milk, this actually tastes surprisingly good compared to alternative options that you might get at the grocery store. But it's obviously not a milkshake. It's a meal replacement drink, so don't expect a milkshake flavor. I give it a lot of thumbs up for it being more palatable than. Okay, so just a quick update. I actually want to knock off like half a star because I've been taking CHAVA for a few days now, and I've noticed that I've been pooping a ton, which might sound great for those who are constipated. But let me tell you, I am taking amitriptyline, which does slow your bowel down. And I also take CBD, which also slows your bowels down. So if I'm taking amitriptyline, CBD, and I'm like pooping like crazy, they must have put a heck of a lot of probiotic prebiotics in that powdered scoop. I would say it's almost as bad as like the sugar-free Haribo gummies, except you don't really get that gurgling effect. You just get like really long poops. So just an FYI, might not be good for people who already go to the bathroom a lot. So that's all I wanted to say. Take care. Bye-bye.